Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast, for Capricorn for the month of April 2019. Welcome Capricorn. Just give a quick swirl with these cards and we'll see messages coming through for you in April. Six of Wands is the energy around for you, Capricorn. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant movement card. Wands, we're in Wands territory with Aries. So, yeah, success and victories. Things just moving along nicely. So there's no need to be worrying about the overall energy for you in April. Your success, ongoing success and victory, but typical for Capricorn, because you're very focused on what you want. You know what you want. You know where you're going. You're those goats that we see every now and again in scaling mountains or in trees in Morocco. They sort of know where they're going. They know what they want. So nice energy to start with. Where you are right now, Capricorn, is the moon, and the moon has been prevalent with all the signs I've done so far. So yeah, very much things are kind of a bit foggy and murky. You can't really see where you're going at the moment. It's all sort of moonlight. It can be strong, it can be weak, it can be nothing at all, it can be pitch black. But yeah, using intuition rather than your brain, because your brain will confuse you, or your head energy. There's things to be revealed this month for Capricorn, sorry. So just wait for that, that 28-day period of the moon, the phases of the moon. Remember that. We do it every single month of the year. So whatever isn't apparent at the moment, at the beginning of April, Capricorn, it will come to the surface in its own divine time. Let's have a look at how you got there with the crossing card. Page of Wands, like waiting for messages. There will be answers to your correspondence. Lots of positive vibes with the good old Page of Wands. It's like if you're waiting on something, news is coming. It may take a little longer with the moon sitting there. Whatever's happening, whatever you're waiting for, just give it a bit more time than you normally would. For whatever reason, we don't know when the moon's there because it won't let us know. But just know that information or news you're waiting on will come through. And just keep working away despite, because you've got good energy with the Six of Wands, so just keep going on. And yeah, things will come to light when it's good and ready. The background situation, you have the World. So definitely, Capricorn, there's a there's a cycle that's finished and complete. It's done, it's dusted. Now moving on to the next. What's next for you? But this is successful too with the World. And if it isn't, you'll know and you'll think, well, what haven't I done? What have I missed? So if this doesn't apply to you, just kind of contemplate, what do I need to do to really actively finish this cycle? Recent influences. The Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Coins. So really nice. New beginnings, things coming through. If you're waiting on promotion, new jobs or thinking about new jobs, just give it a bit of time. Consider it. It's a new cycle, but yeah, everything's right for that with the Ace of Coins. Always, 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 always. It gives you that feeling like, yeah, good things are coming. I needn't panic about finances. I needn't panic about my job. Let's just go with the flow and see what comes to the surface, but give it that time, Capricorn. The lesson you're learning in April. The Three of Wands. So actually excellent. Expansion, growth, things, good foundations for whatever you're doing. It's strong. It's ready to move on to the next level. So you've done well. So there's no need to doubt. It's just a matter of waiting for that moon energy to sort of do its thing. But just know that in terms of progress with what you're doing, particularly individually, you're actually doing quite well, which is no surprise with the Capricorn. Near future, so second week of April, we have death coming through. So death is basically, it should be transformation, because people freak when they see the death card. But once again, like the world, it's the end of a cycle, or it's a transformation that's been ongoing for you in your life, and it's major. This card represents the Capricorn. The Capricorn people. Sorry, that's my little familiar. Tilly. Anyway, so yeah, Capricorn energy, go with the flow, transform, just get on with things. Don't just let things happen as they're meant to. It's very much a fluid card. Scorpio, it's water, it's cleansing. So whatever you're transforming your life, what particular aspect, it's great. But just give it that time, Capricorn, to sort of finish off nicely. Don't get the jitters and panic. What's happening that you're not realizing? The Magician. So maybe, yeah, there is something that you want to start, but he was upside down, which is interesting. So just maybe if there's something, there's just a few clues left there, Capricorn. It mightn't be as quick as you want it to be, but it will come through. So just with the Magician, he's just sort of cautioning you just to, be patient at the moment. Sorry, I'll just have to talk over the little familiar dog. Yeah, so that will come through for you, but at the moment it's just been delayed, so don't worry so much. Okay. So that's the Magician, Capricorn. So yeah, just give it a bit of time. How others see you. Sorry everyone, it's just the King of Swords. So doing very well, doing extremely well actually. Doing extremely well. They see you as very tactical, very strategic, doing well, very clear in the mind, Capricorn. So there's nothing wrong with how others see you. Bit of a formidable opponent as well. So don't doubt. Just hang in and wait this month. But coming across really well. And I love that card for you guys, because you are very determined in what you do and what you want to do. And you're clear of what you want to achieve. So it's a really nice card for you to get, especially if you have to sort of wait a bit longer than you anticipated in April. Positive feelings. So we've got the Nine of Swords. So a bit of that anxious energy, just Nine of Swords is always a bit, it's a free floating anxiety, Capricorn. It's not really attached to anything. It's just worry for the sake of worrying, and it keeps us up at night or wakes us up at particular times, and it's it's just unnerving. But it's mind energy once again, so you just have to try and sort of combat that with something else. Like don't, read a book or watch something on Netflix. Do anything to sort of get out of your head, especially if you're not sleeping well. It's big head energy there. But it's just that worry for worry's sake sometimes, Capricorn. So try to do something to get to the root of why this is what's bothering you. So far it's a nice spread. There's nothing to be worrying about, because you're putting so much energy and effort into your life. Future outcome. The Empress. There you are. Abundance coming in. Strong female energy. And also for our, our male people here. This is really good for you too. It's fertility. It's just really nice fluid energy to say, look, abundance is possible. It's just what you put in, you get out with the Empress. You know, the Empress, the female icon, she sort of grows life, doesn't she? So she can apply that to almost anything she does, knowing it takes time. Once again, it's that time. It's like the moon. It takes 9 months to grow a life. So just think of things in terms of that, but a beautiful positive outcome, Capricorn. The only card, I don't really feel like you need. Let's just have a look at the Death card and see what's coming up in the near future for you to clarify. And we'll have a look at why that Magician is just upside down. So why there might be a bit of a delay with whatever it is it's quite you're waiting on. So one under there and one. Okay, so underneath the Death card or the Transformation card, under the surface we have Five of Swords. So yeah, there might be a bit of a delay. There might be just a bit of an energy of people sort of arguing the point about something just for the sake, you know. There are always those elements of people that try, in a way, they just try to derail things. It's just how they are. But it's about you transforming and going, yeah, well, no, I'm not going to get into that argument. I know it's unwinnable, and it's just a time-wasting exercise for me. So I'll just keep focusing on what I want to get out of it, and I don't really need to solicit the opinions of certain people that I know are going to not be sort of helpful or positive. So just remember that with the Five of Swords. It can be a bit of a storm of a card. It's just like getting into things, you know, that you're not going to get any solution from. So don't go there. Just excuse yourself and move away. What's happening that you're not realizing? Underneath the reverse Magician, we have the Chariot. So once things are right, so it's something emotional discipline here, Capricorn, that you've got to sort of bring under rein with the Chariot. So things are going to move really quickly, but they've been delayed for a reason. Maybe it's these people, these arguing people here, or these people that are sort of delaying an outcome. Maybe it's obviously got a good big connection with that. But once you've emotionally disciplined yourself with what you want and give it that bit more time than normal, I'm sure it's still going to be successful for you. You're still going to be victorious. So please don't, just try and listen to the main points of this reading, in that don't give up at all. Things are going to come in, but it's just going to take a bit more time. Thanks so much for listening, Capricorn. I hope you have a great April.